Hello, welcome to Con and Kanthal episode, the next one. You join us this week. I'm not drunk, which is maybe bad actually, because I think I was on form last week.
It was the best one.
It was good, wasn't it?
Enjoyed myself.
Yeah, we managed to lose about 8 minutes of video, and I'm not comparing the Beatles to us, but I do think it'll go down in history as those missing 8 minutes of phenomenal video, or it'll be just shame. They'll find the 8 minutes of shame. So how's your week been?
It's been alright.
Yeah?
It's been good. Enjoyed myself.
Just sponsored by Diet Coke. Just gonna drink this.
Get a nice little brand deal off this.
Give us some free Monster, preferably the sugar-free one. Oh, you got the yellow one.
Got the yellow one, citron.
It's disgusting.
You don't like it?
Oh, that one and the ultraviolet one.
What? I don't know about that one.
It's like is it Refresher Sweets or no Parma Violets?
Oh, okay, yeah.
They've modelled it on Parma Violets. They've modelled it on the worst. Modelled it on a Chew-It or something that people quite enjoy. But anyway, they join with a fly. Actually, there's a fly buzzing around. It may show up. But so what's in the news this week? The news.
The news. So we've got Philip Morris International in trouble. One of their IQOS salesmen, because obviously their products are still tobacco products, so they can't be doing things like freebies and giveaways and doing lots of nice things for people in order to try and
Freebies.
Yeah,
Can't give away freebies.
can't do freebies and stuff like that. So
They're chucking a bag of drum as well, do they?
yeah. But he's
It's
got
not
in trouble.
smoking.
Yeah, it's not smoking.
So Big Phil's got in trouble.
Big Phil has proper ballsed up.
What's he done?
So he was one of their salesperson was giving he was taking people out, giving them free drinks, just buttering up with like free stuff.
Schmoozing.
Schmoozing
Schmoozing is the technical term.
With their IQOS devices, which is still a tobacco product, even though it's heating on bone.
Yep, it's a dry herb vaporizer.
Yeah,
It's a dry herb vaporizer. It's a crap pack.
So yeah, they are in trouble.
For doing that, are they going to get fined for that? Is that so? Who punishes them for that? Is that the MHRA or?
Them or trading standards, perhaps.
Okay.
But they're in trouble. But they were doing because they tried to do this thing where whenever they approach a vape shop, they will give them incentives.
Someone's just got the sound on.
They will give them incentives for sticking things like posters and window graphics and stuff like that in their windows, which again you can't do
Because it's tobacco products.
Yeah.
Oh, because I've seen them. There's a vape shop. And I'm not going to mention their names. I'm prone to do this sort of thing, but just to avoid any future problems. I've seen quite a few of their posters in the window of dong. It's a massive gong there. So they can't do that.
They can't do that, no.
Because it's akin to having a box of cigarettes
Yeah.
on the whole. It's strange. You're so used to. These days you don't see any of it at all. But I buy a magazine, an American business magazine. I was flipping through the page the other day and I saw an advert for Winfield or somewhere, cigarette brands.
Okay.
And they still have it in America, which is crazy. To all the problems they have with Juul and things like that, and
Still freely do
Big
that.
Vape.
Big Vape.
Do you see this? Have you seen the South Park episode?
Yes, I watched it.
If you haven't seen it, there's a
Amazing.
South Park episode just come out in season 22, episode 4. It's called Integrity Farms, and Randy Marsh has set up a hemp farm, and he takes on Big Vape, and it's quite amusing. I think it's a piss take of Juul in there as well, but yeah, so they're in trouble for that. Good. It's a crap product. I've tried one. It's rubbish. If you want to dry herb vaporizer, there are some better ones out there than
Get packs.
Get a packs, yeah. Get a packs. Pay a bit more, get a bit more. Firefly's good as well.
Yeah.
Fireflies. That's very expensive.
Volcano.
Yeah. Other ones exist as well. We're not paid to promote these ones. Don't give us any freebies. Actually, I brought some news to the party today. So,
Nice.
Vaping Underground. It's a Facebook group on Facebook, and we saw a really good post from a chap called Phil Penn. I said I'd give him a shout out, and it was a Liverpool Echo article saying vaping could be more harmful than smoking, and so gets everyone's knickers in a twist, and it's talking about how the flavours can be problematic. Well, we know this because in the UK we've got TPD. Anyone who brings those articles out always shows a complete lack of intelligence about things like TPD. You can't get liquids approved if they've got some of the diacetyls in them.
Yeah.
That's why those are big. That's why custards went crap for a while. Obviously, that does mean the short fills aren't being tested, but we've generally had. Well, it's basically the report was done by a doctor called Doctor. I'm gonna get his name right. I think it's on my phone. Dr. Konstantinos Glynnis. I'm gonna get this right. Just going through other random horrendous images in my phone. Dr. Konstantinos Glynnis, and so he did this report on how e-cigarettes could be worse for you than smoking, which is nonsense. And Phil Penn and a chap called Chris Fuller on there, both contributors to this Facebook, pulled out the fact that the guy actually works for GlaxoSmithKline, and he works in their ends department. So he works in their departments that deal with alternative nicotine replacement. And as we all know, that if you look at the chart for the decline in the sales of nicotine patches, I don't know what my arm's up here for. I'm going to show you a chart up here. My probably hands off the screen. Hands off the screen. You can see that. As that falls, e-cigarettes climb. And not say there's a complete direct correlation, but clearly people are finding vaping more effective and have done for years now. But it just goes to show, read it, check every article you read. You probably get, if you're a vapor out there, you get these articles come in from someone who doesn't vape and says, oh, look, it's bad for you, worse for you than smoking, which is a nonsense, as is often pulled up by Cancer Research UK and Public Health England, who are credible, independent bodies. But yeah, GlaxoSmithKline, their own scientists pumping out these articles that surprisingly knock vaping.
Oh, no conflicts of interest there at all.
Exactly, and it's
no gender.
For a doctor, don't they have to take some of the Hippocratic oath?
Yeah.
I know that's more to do with saving life and things, but it still comes into the same thing. If you're going to call yourself a doctor and you're going to pump out spurious articles that show a massive bias, it's just bad. He should be saying that, by the way, I work for GlaxoSmithKline and I work in their nicotine patches and other nicotine delivery device department. Here's my opinion on vaping. But they don't do that. And instead the rags pick it up, and you probably get your inbox smashed from people going, look at this, told you. So, but yeah, next time someone brings it up, do tell them that Dr. Konstantinos Glynnis works for GlaxoSmithKline in their nicotine department. And he has a vested interest. So, fuck off! I'm sure that's going to be bleeped out, or YouTube will pull it down. But anyway, that's my news.
Cool.
Give me some more news.
I like it. So
Newsman
has got another one. So the Foundation for a Smoke-Free World estimates that the total global nicotine product retail sales market was worth 597 billion overall, which is huge, absolutely huge. But just saying about what you're saying about other NRT therapies.
NRT, that's it, nicotine replacement therapy.
Yeah, so they're coming out, the total across the world, their use of them is 0.3%. That's the percentage of the sales that makes up.
So does that mean, tiny. Is that not including vaping?
Nope, that doesn't include vape. Vaping is at 1.5%.
No way!
Yeah, it's still that small.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Does that nicotine industry include nicotines put in fertilizers and things and pesticides?
So this is all, like, the biggest sort of share of that is
what do cigarettes make up? It's probably the better question.
89.1%.
Christ, that's amazing, isn't it? And you sit
so
there
much room.
And you see some vape shops closing down, and people say, "Oh, as the bubble bursts in vaping." And I think it's, do bad retailers struggle? Yeah, bad retailers have always struggled. You look at people aren't stopping buying vaping, people aren't stopping buying clothes. It's just if you're a bad retailer and you don't take time to evolve your business or find a better way to offer a service, you get a lot of vape shops have opened up because they've seen someone else open a vape shop and they've gone, "Oh, this looks easy, I'll do this." And they don't think that, actually, hang on, recruitment, training, operations, logistics, wholesaling systems, they are very complex things. We made tons of mistakes in the early days. We still make mistakes now, and we work on them. But I look at how I remember when I first started the business up, I had a leather satchel, my leather briefcase satchel thing that's just by my desk in the office now, which was where I put my money in. I had these counters that were like bad teeth, like my teeth. Rubber tooth now. Suddenly get really paranoid. So I'm zooming in, swiping in, just yes, they're terrible.
There they are.
And dentists, I didn't need them. When I was 18, he goes, "No, you can have a brace." And now I have to pay for it. So I'm digressing. And it was shit. It was the only one out there. So we were doing something different. And then as other people try and get into the game, you've got to go, okay, so how can I be better? So we often said when we did the Cotton and Kanthal podcast, it was always more focused towards the business end of the market as well. And it's in business, you've got to evolve and you've got to think, okay, how can I provide a continuing better service than competitors? Otherwise, you're just a me too. And so yeah, when you see figures like that, it makes you think, Christ, this can go global. Well, it has gone global, but let's go global. There's still so much room to grow in this industry, particularly for manufacturers of liquids, hardware, international retailers. We're very UK-centric, I think, in the UK. I know in America, if you pick up a phone and you ring someone up, if you're a business to business, and you call up, say you sell rugs, you call up, any state in America, and the chances are they're going to speak your language, and that's 360 million people. Although I know Spanish is a massively spoken language. In England, you call up 50, 60 million people, and then after that, you've got France, and we're not very good at speaking foreign languages.
No.
You just speak louder, slower, or we put an accent on. Hello, do you buy vape?
Can I buy a Lavab?
Would you like to buy a vape? So that's pretty.
Yeah, it's like with wholesale, we find that all of our UK customers only want to buy from UK businesses, but most of our overall customers are from Europe.
Okay.
We have more European customers, and because they don't have that mindset, but they just want to buy from somebody who speaks
their language.
Just like they do,
yeah. It's funny. We're quite backwards, really, I suppose, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. I think we're pretty backwards.
Definitely.
See me here. I'm just putting together a Basium, a couple of 18650s in there with a Woodhofo Revenge. I'm just going to
Rico.
set myself up for the weekend. I'm going to turn that one off. Okay, fine. What else is going on in the world of vape?
It's just a bit more on that study. There's still some interesting bits.
Sorry, you hadn't finished your
Skipped
study
it.
yet.
Yeah, you jumped the gun.
Sorry.
But smokeless tobacco actually makes up a bigger percentage than vaping does.
Smokeless tobacco?
Yeah, smokeless tobacco. So is that like snuff, I guess?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That's the gum you put under your teeth.
Gum, yeah, there you go. So that's
Snus.
1.6% over the 1.5%.
It's big in Scandinavia, isn't it?
I don't know.
Snoozes. There's a Scandinavian company. I've tried some. It's like the most menthol you've had in your life. You put it in your underneath your lip, on top of your gum, and it's so mentholy. It's just like you feel like your gums eroding. It probably is actually eroding my gums when I do it, but everything once, as they say.
There's a tobacco. Is like a tobacco that you huff up your nose as well.
Oh yes, there is. Yeah,
There's that as well. So I guess that's in there. But on the vaping sales, it actually turns out 50% of all the sales in the UK is online. 20% is from specialty, like independent vape stores, and then 30% of it is like general retail, like supermarkets, off licenses, newspapers.
This is what Blue say, don't they? They say a lot. There's a massive convenience market for them, which they do great business. Someone gave me a figure recently. It was a vast figure just for the sale of. Didn't bring my stats. I could just make one up.
Yeah.
But there's it's millions. I know Tesco themselves make tens of millions of revenue sales just from these kind of convenience products. Grab and go, I suppose, aren't they? So I left my kit in the office, and I was in Tesco's or a similar store, and there was like a pod, and we've been speaking to Blue a lot lately, and I just thought, I might just get myself a little kit ready to go. I had tobacco in it, 16 mg, so I can see the especially if you're going for a beer or something, or you just need something, or you're up in London or any other city. I don't know why particularly. If you're up in Chertsey, down in Chertsey, and you're down in the classic Chertsey weekender, and you need one. I can see. Sorry, I'm not surprised by that figure. Actually, I was surprised. You spoke to me. If you spoke to me a few months ago, I'd be like, who buys those things? But so that means more sales are going in those type of products than are going in general vape shop sales.
I think part of it as well. People don't like to walk in somewhere and know nothing compared to somebody who knows everything about something. People don't like to feel like that they're the novice in this scenario.
Yeah.
So they sometimes, I imagine, probably feel a bit intimidated going into a vape shop where there's like an expert and
and that's a real shame because we try and we don't. So I said before, we don't always get it right. Sometimes we've had people who perhaps haven't espoused the same values that I try to do. But the point of having a specialist vape shop is for people who don't understand it and go, look, I want to quit smoking. And that's what every vape shop was always about going, I want to quit smoking. I've heard so much about vaping. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to get some advice, and I'm going to be, suggested what's the best thing to do. Yeah. And it kind of lost its way a little bit. There's a lot of shops that don't do that, and people go, I went there and I felt that they didn't care, or you hear people being sold something like this, something that's wildly inappropriate for. That was my quality control card. It's no longer quality. It's sold something wildly inappropriate for what they need, and there'll be some 70-year-old lady who would have just benefited from a very basic starter kit. So that's a real shame that people are being made to feel like that.
I've had it where if I go to somewhere and they've got a shop, I go and have a little look around, and because I'm not using like a mech like stacked with like 2 batteries and something crazy,
car battery.
Like,
car battery being dragged behind you.
Yeah, it is a shame.
I do see a lot of people though who've got. I mean, this is a Berserker, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a Berserker on a large box. It's a DNA box mod, so it's a high-end box mod. But I know you've got a pod system and also this AIO.
Yep.
And you've got a collection of crap on your desk. You get sent samples. I get sent samples. You get the samples. Just intercept the emails. Just send them to me.
I'll look after that.
Because sometimes you do want. You've got something. I've got this here. This is going to be for flavour, but sometimes you want your nicotine here.
Yeah.
So, that's a real shame that it goes that way. You done on that topic, or
we can move on.
We can move on from this topic. We've
got actually more. It's just some new products that are going to be coming online very soon.
Go on.
So we've got the Citadel RDA from Cyclone Mods. So it's made by the people that made the Hadley, which is a really, really popular single coil, made for squonking devices. But that's coming. That's brand new, and that will be on the site definitely before this video goes.
So what's it called again?
The Citadel.
Citadel.
Yep. So you've got 2 airflow slots on each side. There's a little that's a peak insulator. Stainless steel, 22mm, really, really nice.
If you want anything you want to search out on the website, we just updated the website. So pop open the menu if you're on mobile. There's a little magnifying glass. Click on that and type in some random text, and it will generally find what you're looking for. That's cool. On top of that, we're also about to launch Vape Run. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. Vape Run, which is a same-day delivery service. We're covering the entire of London, and our goal is by the end of next year to do it from all of our stores. It's going to have the top 200 products on there that we sell, so it's more of a pilot scheme at the moment. So it's not going to have everything on there. But if you need, a brand new kit or a bunch of juices, you want to set you up for a week's holiday or whatever, you order over a certain amount and it's free same-day delivery. So check out vaperun.com soon, or you can just click the same-day tab on the website.
Nice.
You've got the red and black in as well.
Got the red and black.
Yep.
We haven't got any on the table.
We have none on the table, so we can describe it to you. It's a black box with red text, or a red box with black text. If you're into one of our very popular liquids is Red Rocket. We always get asked if we can do a big bottle of it. This is a higher VG version. It's like a cherry aniseed menthol. It's a great all-day vape. It's a 100ml bottle. What's that, 20 quid?
20 quid.
20 quid. And if you're a fan of Zeus Juice, the famous one, which is the black, it's the blackcurrant aniseed. Forget the name. Again, it's been mentioned on Facebook recently. I've seen a few groups where people are trying to find versions of that are bigger bottles or work out better value. Check out the black. It's literally called the black. Type in the black on our vapingjuice.com website, and it will take you to the black.
Yeah.
Magic to it. And a couple more flavors coming out in that soon. One of those is called the purple. One that we can do with other flavors there as well. So.
Yeah, there's that. We're also getting in a new fancy pod system because the pod system's doing really well for us at the moment. So before it gets something a bit different. So Evolve, that make the board that's in that device, the DNA, they've got a DNA pod system.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, so it's in the Lost Vape Orion pod system, coming soon. Really, really nice. You can plug it into your computer if you want to change all the settings, but it goes up to a maximum of 40 watts, which is loads really. And it just varies based on the core resistance. But yeah, it comes with you get 2 pods, spare. Pods are reasonable, and the build quality looks really good, so we'll have them up there as well.
Is it upgradable at all? What's the DNA? Is it the chip inside it going to really do?
So it's more just personally why I like the DNA. I still haven't tried one yet, but the board that's in that is really nice because I find that the power delivery is like instant. There's no like ramp up time. And I find it's just smoother, more consistent, and yeah, again the fact that you can like plug it in and customize it to dial it in to exactly how you want it to perform is always good.
Excellent stuff. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I hope you found this it's a bit more sane episode of Kanthal. Check us out on Vapor Juice TV on YouTube, or drop a comment at the bottom if there's anything you want us to talk about in particular. Otherwise, follow us next week. It's Kanthal Show. Ta-da! All right.